What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Richard, and this is Slash Rank Collectibles. Today, we got something insane to open up. I'm extremely excited about it, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so in this giant box right behind me, we have the 1/6 scale Iron Scavenger figure. This is something from Jazzinc Dioramas. If you guys are not familiar with the company, I'm going to go ahead and go through their website really quick just to kind of take a look and see what all it comes with. This thing is insane. I didn't think it was going to be as big as what it is. I got to clear some room back out in the Moji cases just to even fit this thing in. The box that it came in, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it is gigantic. So let's go ahead and take a look at it really fast, and then we'll see what all it comes with, and then we'll go ahead and open this guy up. All right, so you do see it's the 1/6 Scavenger figure with the flight stand. Flight stand is going to hold these wings up. The wingspan, I think, is like 4 foot long. It's insane. So you do get the 12-inch figure that it comes with. This one has 40 points of articulation. I haven't opened it up yet, so I haven't really played around with it. So I'm excited just to open it up and get my first thoughts and my first opinions with it with you guys, just so we can kind of look at it together. So you do get a helmet with it as well, and you have green light up eyes. So I don't know where the batteries go yet. We'll take a look at it once we get it in. I'll kind of show you guys the light up eyes and stuff like that with it. Again, over a 4 foot wingspan. Like I said, this thing is gigantic. You have a real fabric outfit, jacket with a collar. You get boots and talons. You get an exoskeleton. That's what's going to hold the figure on right here and have him strapped into the wings. You get turbines. You get a dynamic stand with a base and flexible metal posable rod. So this, I'm assuming, just holds this guy up, and you can kind of pose it however you want to pose it. And then fully painted and movie accurate. So I'm really excited. I got a huge case back here with all the Spider-Man stuff. So I'll have him up with Spider-Man. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these images. All right, the first one you have him just the first one was with these turbines. You can cut, they're movable right here. We'll go through all that stuff once I open it up. But you do have these metal rods right here that kind of have to hold up both sides of the wings. This thing's gigantic. So you have an image right here with Spider-Man. I don't have this particular Spider-Man, but I have some of the Far From Home ones that I'll go ahead and pose with them. And there's some more images of the outfit. All right, it's a pretty awesome piece. But again, guys, if you guys are not familiar with Jazzinc Dioramas, they do some pretty awesome stuff. I am not affiliated with this company. I don't get any kickbacks with this. I just really appreciate what they're doing. They're coming out with a lot of cool stuff, and I feel like if you're a 1/6 scale collector, you should definitely be checking these guys out. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into unboxing this thing. I'm extremely excited to see what it looks like, what it comes with. I've been waiting for it for quite some time. I had the payment plan going. So I had it on order, I think, for like 3 or 4 months. So I'm excited to get it open. All right, guys. So we are actually going to be opening this together. I have not opened this up yet. It did come in a shipper box. I took it out of the shipper box just to kind of lay it out here. But this is a giant box that it comes in. Let me show you guys. Pretty giant box. So let's go ahead and get this guy opened. Looks like they got some tabs right here. I actually have it upside down, so let's go ahead and move it this way. All right, so the first thing I see is some instructions on how to put this guy together. After I get it all unboxed, we'll go ahead, I'll stop the video and then do an assembly on this as well. But here you can see you have the instructions. All right, so let's go ahead. So the first thing, you got a layer of foam, so we're going to take that off really fast. And as you guys can see, this is what it looks like laid out. You have the figure right here, and some other accessories and stuff in here. So I do not know what all this stuff is, so I'll try my best to kind of explain everything. But once I do the instructional video, I'll take a look more at like what all we have to put together, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So the first thing I want to take a look at is the figure. So when you pull him out, he is all wrapped up. So let's go ahead and get all this wrapping off of him. Right out the gate, dude, this thing is crazy. All right, so you see he's got some wrapping around his hair, but this is all real fur. Pretty insane for this guy. And then once I get it all wrapped up, we'll go ahead and go through and explain everything. And I'll go through and we'll take a look at the clothing and the articulation and stuff like that with it. You also get your own set of tools and some batteries. Make it a little bit easier and just kind of pull everything right here. All right, you get this thing with it too. I have no idea what this is, but once I start doing the review, we'll take a look at it. All right, you get the jetpack right here. And then we have another one of these on this side. So I'm assuming that probably holds up the figure and the wings. And I think that is it on that one. All right, guys, so here's one of the wings. As you guys can see, this thing is insanely long. Let's go ahead and take it out. Take a good look. All right, and then I believe... Oh, no, we still got more. All right, so here is the other side of the wing. And all this stuff is really nicely packaged in. Everything is in there like really tight. It's not going to move around during shipping or anything like that. So everything is very, very well protected. All right, you get this. And then you get the two flight rods to have them standing up. And I think the last piece is the base. You guys can see the base is pretty large to hold this guy up. All right, guys, so that is everything for the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get a detailed look at everything that it comes with. I'm going to go ahead and read the instructions. We'll go ahead and set it up afterwards, just so if you're curious on how to put all this stuff together. I know I am, so let me go ahead and get all that stuff set up, and then we'll go ahead and take a detailed look at the figure. All right, guys, so I went ahead and pulled the light box out, and I just realized this thing is just too large to fit in the light box, so we're just going to do the review right here, and then just kind of take a look at it right here. So here is the head. Let me get it to focus for you. You have great articulation in the head. There's nothing that prevents it from moving. It's got great movement both up and down and right and left. Here it comes with this jacket right here, the leather jacket, and then you have the fur here on the top. The tailoring on this thing is amazing. Like, this is like, I feel like top of the line. I feel like this stuff is really, really well done. It's even better than some of the Hot Toys that I have. I just feel like this is fantastically well tailored. Down here you have a pair of, it looks kind of brown on the camera, but they're more like an olive green in real life. I don't know why the camera's picking it more brown, but you have like an olive green cargo pants. And then here on the back, you have the ectoskeleton. You have this piece right here. This part actually comes off. You can actually remove this right here. And then this one just slides right up, and then you attach the back piece on there. You have the ectoskeleton coming down through his arms on both sides, and then you have the ectoskeleton coming down here as well, all the way down to the bottom. And then you have his boots. All of this stuff is articulated. You can move every single piece on this. Even the ones here in the back, you can move up and down. For the leg movement, you have great articulation in the knee joints. The ectoskeleton is extremely well crafted, where it moves right with the figure body and the joints. Same thing for the arm here. Great articulation in the elbows. Shoulders a little bit restricted going up, but going back and forth. Great movement. This piece right here is pretty cool. It actually moves with it. So the craftsmanship, even on the ectoskeleton, is amazing. Like, all of this stuff works really, really well with the figure, and there's very little restrictions on what you can actually move with them. You also get some boots that come with it, very well crafted. Those are sculpted right in there. And then the paint applications on this thing is also amazing. This figure for me is a 10 out of 10. I love the way that this looks. I went ahead and already put the batteries in there. So in order to put the batteries, all you do is lift this part up right here. You have a screw right there, and the batteries go right inside there. The great thing about this figure too is actually it comes with a screwdriver. So you can use the screwdriver. It comes with literally everything that you need to put this thing together. All right, and then there's a switch right up here for the light up feature. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, see what that looks like. All right, as you guys can see, his eyes light up green. Looks amazing on this. All right, guys, so one more look at the full figure, and then we'll move on to the rest of the pieces. All right, so this one right here, I didn't know what it was at first, but this actually holds the wings together. So what we're going to do is lock in the wings here and here, and then this moves right here so you can get a different flight stance. All right, so as for the wings, so you have these turbines right here that these are actually, these move as well. You can go all the way in a circle if you want to. And then you have some movement right here as well. Not much more movement besides those two. This is pretty much just one whole piece. But you do get, like, the paint applications on this thing are insane. You have all the weathering and stuff on the wings. Looks fantastic. You have the gray that kind of goes with that olive color green too, which complements it really, really nice. And then the same thing for the other wing, same articulation with the turbine, and then just the same articulation with this piece right here. One thing I was really worried about is actually, like, I thought these things were going to be extremely fragile. They have a really nice tension on it, so I don't feel like I'm actually going to break these at all when I move them. I feel like they're going to get held in place really nice once you, however you want to pose them. And it's very well crafted. I thought it was going to be way more fragile than what it actually is, but I'm not concerned at all with breaking it at all. And then the last piece we're going to take a look at is the pack right here. So all of this stuff, all the wings and stuff are going to be connected to here, and then you use these screw holes right here to connect it to the back. And then this thing just kind of pops off, and then you screw them all together. So let's go ahead and move on to putting this guy together, and we'll see what he looks like as a full figure. All right, guys, so we already went ahead and I showed you how to do the lights. Again, you just pop this guy off, and then you have a screw right up here, and then the batteries go inside there, and then you have an on and off switch right there. And then, so we're going to go ahead and put the wings together, put them on the flight stand, and just kind of see what it looks like. So you do have two separate pieces with it. The first piece you have is this one right here that actually just slides right off and on right here. There was a little bit of tension that it kind of got stuck a little bit. So you just don't use too much force, but if you use just enough force, you can go ahead and pop that off. And then you also have this piece on the bottom, which is actually just magnetized. You have a magnet right there, and then one here in the back that just kind of goes right on there like that. So the cool thing about this too is that this figure literally comes with everything you need. You have two separate Allen wrenches that you can use, and then you also have bags of screws, and each one is labeled. So you have A through D, so you have screw A, B, see, and then you have the two larger screws right here, which is all marked for you already. All right. So the first one we're going to put on, we're going to have to actually attach this guy right here. So this is actually pretty easy. You just pop it off just like that. And then you want to use the back, and then we're going to attach it to the figure itself. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this back right here, and then we're just going to attach it to this part right here with the two screws. And then these two holes right here, you have a hole right here and a hole right here. Those are the ones that are going to be attached to the back. All right, so I just laid it flat like this, and we're going to go ahead and screw this guy on. You want to make it tight, but you don't want to make it too tight because you don't want to strip the screws or root damage anything inside there. So you want to match up this piece too. So this piece should be more in the back here instead of more in the front. So you have two sides. And then we're going to go ahead and attach this one first. So I went ahead and stopped the camera just for a second, just because I needed a little bit of extra room to get these wings on. As you guys can see, this thing, the wingspan is pretty large. So in order to get those on, let me move this out of the way. So we had to do the two screws on right here first that to attach this piece, and then you have these two screws right here and right here to go ahead and attach the wings on there. I just need a little bit of extra space just so that I could put it all together. So right after that, we're going to take the back piece right here. Let me get this thing to focus. We're going to take the back piece, and then we just attach the back piece back on there to cover up the rest of it. And then that just clips right on there. So the next step, we're actually going to be taking the base and attaching the wing bases. So this is the base. Base is pretty awesome. You got this metal kind of texture right here. Great paint applications. A large base to hold this guy up. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of these, and then we're going to need screw D to go ahead and attach it on there. All right, so when you're doing this, you also want to make sure that this part right here is facing inwards towards the base. All right, so if you want them standing up first, without the flight stand, so this is how it's going to look without him raised up. So these things actually move back and forth. So once you get these put in there, you can kind of just adjust these to hold the figure in place. All right, so if you guys want them actually in a flight mode, what you're going to use is these two metal rods right here, and then you also have these two pieces right here that are going to attach to that rod, and then it'll hold it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on there really quick, and then we'll see what he looks like with the flight stand. So here is the flight stand. So I went ahead and put this together. Before you guys actually put yours together, there is a film on here that you're going to have to remove. I just don't know if I'm going to be using this one yet, so I kept the film on it just in case I decide not to use it. I got to move some stuff around in the cases just to kind of see how it fits in there before I actually do it. But you do have two screws here, and then the same on the back here. That's going to hold all that stuff together. And then right here at the bottom, you're going to kind of screw it in with the D screws the same way you did with the other stand. So I went ahead and already removed that off of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on real fast just to kind of see what they look like. And then we'll put it up on the flight stand, just kind of see how he looks with the flight stand. But again, I'm just not sure which ones I'm going to use yet. If I do decide to use this one, I'll go ahead and remove the film. But I just don't know like how I'm going to have them in the case yet. All right, so I got it that all laid in, just screwed on there. Gives it some extra height. Let me go ahead and move this stuff out of the way, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on here. Let me actually move the camera a little bit. All right, as you guys can see, if you guys want to give him some extra height, you can use the flight stand. These are also have a metal wire inside it so that you can move it around and kind of get it how you like it. I'm just not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but so that is pretty much how you could put this thing together. Alright guys, so that is the 1/6 scale Vulture in its entirety from Jazzinc. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun putting this together. I had a lot of fun making this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys all in the next video.